It's March Madness, and I'm your bracketology host, Downtown Robin Brown, in the studio here to break down or break dance what you need to know about the 64-team field for women's basketball in just 64 seconds.
After a 17-game absence due to a groin injury, LeBron James looked like he never left. I know, I don't need to throw out numbers to measure his greatness, but 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists.
The only suitable way I could think of to begin today's show was with Usher. OMG. Because OBJ has officially divorced the New York Giants and married the Browns. And no, not into my family. Odell Beckham Jr. has signed a prenup with the Cleveland Browns. The Bobcats had a 1.6% chance of winning at that moment. Well, this team did not earn the nickname Cardiac Cats for nothing. They were resuscitated and brought back to life. Cue the Bee Gees. In the words of Jim Basquill, from Minnesota to the ministry. This past week, WNBA champion and Olympic gold medalist Maya Moore used the Players Tribune as a vehicle to publish an article titled The Shift. The first sentence reading, "I will not be playing professional basketball this year." After posting a collegiate record of 150-4 and marching onward toward 2 national titles, Moore's level of sensation has continued to rise. As a member of the Minnesota Lynx, Moore earned the titles Rookie of the Year, League MVP, and Finals MVP. Maya Moore has led Minnesota to 4 WNBA titles in just 8 years. Let that resonate for a moment. Head coach Cheryl Reeves was hired to the helm in 2009 with 21 years of coaching experience under her belt, collegiately and in the league. In her second year, Reeves created a 5-headed dragon. Lindsay Whalen, Rebecca Brunson, Simone Augustus, Sylvia Fowles, and none other than Maya Moore. This assembly of players is the modern-day definition of a super team. But this dynasty has begun to falter. Maya Moore did not utter the word retirement. She did not say she is walking away from the game. But in midst of her prime, she is taking a sabbatical. Jesus, rather than jump shots, will be guiding her for the next year. Welcome into West Coast Studios. I'm Robin Brown.
And I'm JoJo Hodson.
Your sideline sisters are taking a break from the arena today and taking a seat. Joe and I have traded in our dancing shoes for some comfy sneaks.
Robin, ready to discuss the matchups that are captivating audiences this month?
You take the men and I'll take the women.
You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Thank you, Florida Georgia Line, because there are 4 teams officially cruising down to Tampa Bay, Florida as we speak. The women's Final Four will begin this Friday with number 1 Notre Dame squaring off against number 2 UConn, followed by number 1 Baylor taking on number 2 Oregon. They're heading to the Atlantic coast, so let's dive right into the water regarding these matchups. The UConn Huskies are no stranger to the limelight, as this is their 12th consecutive trip to the NCAA Final Four, while the Fighting Irish and their point guard Arike Ogunbowale, who became a household name after she hit 2 buzzer-beating shots last season.
For a trip to the national championship, Ogunbowale. Good! Notre Dame with the win! On to the title game!
That was last year. And well, Ogunbowale is back, and so is their entire starting 5. A starting 5 that, get this, has tallied over 10,000 points together. And no, I did not add an extra 0 to that number. The matchup question is, will UConn be able to slow down the best transition team in the game? Connecticut does not carry the same depth in their roster. They have a core, but not so much a bench. Katie Lou Samuelson and Nafisa Collier were on the roster when this team hoisted up the chip in 2016, but they were only role players then. They are no longer just pups, they are Huskies, leaders of the pack, as well as AP All-Americans now. This is Oregon's first time advancing to the Final Four, and they will be sitting on the shoulders of Sabrina Ionescu. The senior holds the NCAA record for career triple-doubles. She currently leads the nation in assists, averaging 8.5 per game. For comparison, that is more than LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry, just to put that number into perspective. Baylor has dominated this tournament so far. And when I say dominated, they are playing the most elite teams and have won every game by an average of 36 points. They only make 3.2 triples per game. But then again, Baylor is also 35-1 on the season. So you could say Kim Mulkey's game plan has worked out all right for her.
I'll catch you on tomorrow morning's commute downtown. So long. I'm Robin Brown.